Well, hello, YouTubers and people of the internet. I trust you are all well and keeping well during these absolutely crazy times. I would like to take a moment out without getting too emotional in remembering the people who are affected by this virus. You know, 2 months ago, I said to people, do you have someone on your phone in your contacts that you can phone and ask them how they're doing? And we didn't. As of today, we know multiple people that we can contact out of our phone contact lists. So yeah, just hang in there, keep safe, please keep healthy, wash your hands, sanitize, do whatever you need to do. This is not a fun virus. Any case, let's get back onto more positive things. In today's video, we fix the hazard thing. Hazard thing? Doesn't focus. Focus. Hazard thing. And shout out to Fred Alberts. Thank you for supplying us the wiring diagram for this new switch, which we purchased from Goldwagen for $100, quite ridiculous. We're just temporarily going to use this. Okay, it's not the same size as the original. We're going to use it temporarily until we can come up with one of these at a reasonable price. We're going to finish the fuel system. We're going to find somewhere the wire that comes onto the back of this yoke to control it from the ECU. I know where the wire is from the ECU. I need a plug that's going to go inside there to be able to power this thing up. And with all of those things in place, we're going to start this boy. And then things are going to get real. So that's all going to happen in this video. I went to a Toyota dealership today to go and see if I can just purchase this little plug. And they said to me, the best they can offer me is a wiring, I'm now from China, a wiring loom at 20,000 rand. And I said to him, why don't you bring me the wiring loom for 20,000 rand and I shall cut off the little plug that I need. It's quite ridiculous. I'll rather make a plan in how to wire this thing up, even if we have to do it temporarily. Anyways, if you enjoy our videos, please consider subscribing, and let's take you on a journey of completing these last few things before we hopefully press the start button and this girl fires up. This is the wiring diagram that Fred Alberts so generously provided us, because the backside of this VW relay, or switch rather, is quite a bit different from the one that came with the car. But this diagram is actually so easy to read. Thank you, Fred. I just need to figure out how to nicely modify these things so that I can plug into the normal wiring of the car, which is those little round plugs. Don't know if you can see them. Because at some point I would like to revert back to the proper one. This is going to be a temporary thing just to make the indicators work. And I don't know how, but we're going to make a plan. Let's get stuck in. Thanks, Fred. This is going to be really easy to fix.
Several bad puns later.
Okay, so what we've done is we've made 5 little pigtails using some of this black and red wire that Jock supplied us. And following this wiring diagram, we spliced the wires from the Birkin into this switch. And what we get now is the hazards are working. Great. What we don't get is indicators working. So we can get the indicators working, but then the flashy relay runs all of the time. So we need to figure that one out.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, so what we figured out is this stupid little freaking buzzer is messing us about. So when the new switch is wired according to wiring diagram, and we connect the little buzzer, so it's ignition on, buzzer on, then the buzzer flashes all the time and the relay flashes all the time. Okay, and then the indicators do work, but the buzzer messes around, and the hazards do work, but the buzzer messes around. But if we disconnect the buzzer, just pull out the wire,
Both wires out.
problem solved. So guess what? That buzzer is going bye-bye.
Later.
Okay, so update. Francois came to help. Earlier in this video I mentioned the fact that we are looking for the little plug that connects the coil to the ECU. It's not available anywhere on the freaking internet. We figured this out by trial and error, and we'll let you know if we did it right. But if you look at the coil pack from this direction, in other words, you've got the electric connector there and the actual coil wire there. The right hand side one, that side, is negative, and this side is positive. Francois made this very handsome connector for us, and it's actually got some lube inside there so that we can, at some point, we will be able to pull it out so we can connect and disconnect. In addition to that, we also went and did connectors for over here in case we need to reconnect and disconnect the thing. Or, of course, if we've got the polarity wrong, we can swap it around here and not worry about the rest of the thing over there. So now the moment of truth is going to be to take this here spark plug, put it on a ground, and see if we have spark. Let's see. Will it? Hang on. Will it spark? Brendan, can you see there? Right, okay, go. Hey, we've got spark. That's exactly the spark that we're looking for. So next step is checking a couple of things and starting to tighten up, and then we want to do fuel system, which is basically the fuel lines. Get some fuel into the system, get it primed, and maybe see if we can do a test start. Who knows? Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is to check that we actually have a base map on this ECU. Now, this was manufactured probably 10 years or so ago. So a modern 64-bit laptop is not going to do the job. And we went and scratched out an old laptop that we had laying around with Windows 7 on it, and now we're going to check if we can access the CPU so that we can establish a base map. Okay, welcome to Let Rip. Okay, let me read here first.
Several bad puns later.
Okay, first attempt at startup. We've sprayed a bit of fuel into the throttle bodies over there, and of course when we do that sort of nonsense, fire extinguisher. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, wow. Maybe a bit more work. Right, attempt number 2. We put some fuel into the throttle bodies with a spray bottle. We're pretty sure that our timing is where it's supposed to be. What we're actually supposed to do is to figure out and sort out the actual fuel tank so that we get a constant feed of fuel going there. But I'm just so excited. So let's try. Hold your thumbs. She's gonna run. I'm pretty sure if we do the fuel system, it's gonna run.
Just then.
Okay, so after that bit of a success, we did the whole fuel thing, and you can see that we're getting fuel. Right, very important. If you're gonna do this sort of shit, fire extinguisher.
Safety
Okay.
first.
Okay, now we have primed the system. As you can hear, there is fuel pressure. Fuck, what was that?
It's at the front.
Okay, I'm not seeing any fuel leaks. Not seeing any fuel leaks.
There is a bit of splashing here at the front, but I don't know where it's coming from. It's every time it's priming.
No, man, there's no fuel lines over
No.
here. Okay, so we've got fuel. The system is pressurized. Let's see. Oh, we've got fuel somewhere. Oh, it is leaking fuel. Or is it water?
I think that's maybe water.
Or fuel? I'm not sure. Any case, we're starting. I think you can tell excitement is at the order of the day here with where we've gotten with this thing. Now the real work starts. We probably have to order a drive shaft as soon as possible, and with COVID and lockdown, I wonder how feasible that's going to be. We definitely have to finalize the water system now, because we have to sort out the alternator and torque down every nut and bolt, starting at the front all the way to the back. And still a lot of work to do, but she started. That's going to be a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy what we're doing here, and always remember that life is too short to drive boring cars. See you in the next one.